Hi, I'm Yasleen with Century 21 Connect Realty. Thanks for tuning in again today. Our topic for today is writing a competitive offer. Right now, the market is so hot and homes are coming on the market and leaving on the market sometimes within the same day. So how do you write a competitive offer so that your offer will be accepted over the next buyer? Well, number one, let's look at purchase price. Once we look at purchase price, we can decide if the home is a little beyond what the market will bear right now by viewing the recent sold comps in the area as well as the actives. We want to see who their competition is, as well as how long those properties are sitting on the market before going to close. Once we've established a price point, then we can kind of back into what we're willing to pay. Of course, we want to make sure that we have a good relationship with our lender so he can write us a strong pre-qualified offer, not just a pre-approval. There is a difference. A pre-qualified means that they've already looked at your pay stubs, your tax returns, and anything else that they deem necessary to be able to send that file directly to underwriting for a final review and get you closed. A pre-approval, it just says, okay, well, from what I can tell, it looks like this person might be able to buy a house, but I'm not really sure. But just to make you feel comfortable, Mr. Seller, I'll say, okay, they can buy $210,000 worth of house. But that is contingent upon further review. The pre-qualified letter would say, we will stand behind this loan. All these things are key when you are in a multiple offer status. Right now, lots of the properties that are being sold in this market are being purchased cash money. They're not doing financing contingencies. They are purchasing these properties cash with no due diligence, no finance contingencies. They just want the house. So you've got to be able to make your offer as attractive as possible. Okay, now we have said we're not paying cash, and we do have to finance. Now that we have our pre-qualified letter, then we go and take a look at the home. I know buying a home is very emotional, but take some time to think, okay, this house is sitting at $310. You look at the other homes in the neighborhood, you've already viewed the comps to see what sold, how long it stayed on the market, and exactly how much was contributed by the seller for closing costs and concessions. A lot of that is going to be subjective because every seller is different. They might have purchased that house right at or very close to what they're asking for. They may not have been in it very long to have very much appreciation. So we want to take a look at all those things before drawing our offer. Okay, so let's just say they're good. The house is good. Can't see any visible repairs that need to be done. You feel strongly that this is a house. I'm comfortable in it. The energy's good. I love the neighborhood. I'm ready to go. Okay, so we begin to draft the offer. We have a competitive purchase price. We have a strong earnest money deposit. I spoke on the other day about earnest money. And earnest money can tip your offer a lot of times in your favor versus the next man who is only putting up $1,000 or $1,500. If your budget will allow, it would be great to see $3,000 to $5,000 or more of earnest money. I know some people who put up $100,000 worth of earnest money because they really wanted that house. And you have to ask yourself at the end of the day, how bad do I want it? I believe I spoke in one of my other videos. People out here nowadays are ready to make a move. If you are looking at it, chances are there are probably 5 or 10 other people who are looking at it as well, and they will pull the trigger. They will not hesitate. So you always have to be aggressive in your offer making. So let's just say we're putting up $5,000 earnest money. Well, when are we submitting that earnest money? Are we going to do 3 days, 5 days, 10 days after buying an agreement? How about 1? If you know that this is the house for you, you need to make your offer strong, and that is one of the ways you make your offer strong. Submit that earnest money. Earnest money payable upon receipt of accepted offer immediately. Now we get down to due diligence. How much time do you really need for due diligence? 5 days, 10 days, 15 days? Back when I got into the business in 2006, it was not uncommon to see a 14-day due diligence. That was kind of normal. Does it take 14 days for you to get a home inspection? Absolutely not. As I said, I have a home inspector who can get me a report back within 24 hours at best. Be happy to pass his information along to you if you like. I would write no more than 3 days. That gives you time to get on somebody's books, to get the inspector out there, get your inspection done, get your report back. Let's sit down and review the report and see really what are the problems with this house, or are there any problems with the house. Okay, so we've got us a 3-day due diligence. We're looking good so far. Well, what about our offer price and our close date? Well, because you are pre-qualified, not just pre-approved, that lender pretty much knows how many days it will take to process that loan. I have one lender who can do it in 19. I have another one who can do it in 21, 25 days. That's making a strong offer. As I said, in this market, you will need to be competitive because everybody else is going for it. They don't care. They will not give a second thought. Give it to them. Whatever it takes. I want this house. I don't want to keep looking. And depending on your price point, there may be only so much good available inventory. There may be inventory that is more along an investment line, but not an owner-occupied. So you've got to give those things into consideration when you're getting ready to make these offers. Think about your competition. That's just where we are in this market. Very close to what they experience in New York. You've got to be ready to move forward. You've just got to be. You've got to have your affairs in line so that your loan process is on time. These are things you need to consider. What are the chances of your offer being accepted over the next one? Very good. You've given them limited due diligence. You've given them strong earnest money, letting them know, hey, I really want this house and I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. That's what you want, because that's the way agents review contracts. They're looking to see, how long am I going to have this property off the market? And if it goes bad, I got to put it back up and start all over again. Nobody wants to do that. As an agent, we want to put up our properties, get a solid offer, and move to close. Just like you as a buyer, you want to submit your offer and go to close. All the stuff in between is formality. So you have to think about those things. Well, I guess that's it for today on this topic. Writing a competitive offer. Always have in the back of your mind, when you are looking at homes, especially in our current market here in Atlanta, somebody else is looking at this house. And they will do whatever they have to do to get it. How bad do I want it? Am I willing to put my money where my mouth is? Am I willing to pull that trigger? I look forward to our next talk. You can reach me directly at 770-771-9962. Whether you're looking to buy or sell right now, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Always feel free to make an appointment and stop by our office. We are located at 880 Holcomb Bridge Road, Suite B150 in Roswell, Georgia. We are in the same plaza as the Brookwood Grill. As I have said before, it is good eating. Until our next talk, bye-bye.